A real crisis doesn't give you a heads up. There's no countdown timer. 1 minute, everything's totally normal, and the next, it's just not. So what if that night is tonight? What your family does in that first hour, that first 60 minutes, it can literally determine everything that comes next. This whole explainer is about taking that potential panic and turning it into a practiced, confident plan. No, really, just take a second and think about that. Would it be total chaos, a lot of yelling, confusion, people wasting precious time? For most of us, if we're being honest, the answer is probably yes. And that feeling, that deep uncertainty, that's exactly what we're going to tackle head-on, right now.
Because a plan that's just sitting in a binder somewhere is one thing, but a practice drill, something you've actually done together, that's what saves lives. We're going to transform that what if into a solid, here's what we do, step by step. Okay, you ready? Let's dive in.
So here's our roadmap. We'll start with a quick look at that whole first hour. Then we'll break it down into these 4 pairs of drills that you can actually do. And finally, we'll talk about how to make this a real habit for your family. It's a clear, simple path from zero to prepared.
And here they are, the 8 drills for that critical first hour. Each one is a small, totally manageable action that your whole family can practice together. Think of this as your playbook for when stress is through the roof and you just don't have time to think. Let's get into those first 2 and see how this all kicks off.
The first 10 minutes, they're about 2 things. First, making the single most important decision you're going to face. And second, immediately managing your digital footprint, basically going dark. This is where a clear head is absolutely everything. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? The most dangerous thing you can possibly do when a crisis hits is, well, nothing. Freezing up, waiting to see what happens, endlessly scrolling for more information, all that does is burn through your most valuable asset, time. You have to commit to a choice. So here it is, your very first family drill. Sit down and talk about the triggers that would start this clock. Then, literally grab your phone, set a 1-minute timer, and hit start. When that timer is ticking, everyone has to make the call out loud, stay or go, and give one quick reason why. Practicing this under pressure builds that mental muscle you need to make a fast decision instead of just freezing.
Okay, the second you make that decision, you disappear, digitally at least. Your phone's location services can make you a target. So drill 2 is a hands-on practice. Everybody grabs their phone and you physically walk through turning off location services. Then you practice sending a pre-written super short text. After that, you pull out that battery-powered radio, check the batteries, and practice tuning it to local emergency stations. That radio, that's your new secure news feed.
Okay, great. You've made your decision and you've gone dark. Now, the next few minutes are all about grabbing the 2 physical things that matter most, water and your essential supplies.
Now, this is so important because it's what most people get wrong. The priority isn't food, it's not weapons, it's water. See, municipal water systems are incredibly fragile. They can be targeted or just fail when the power goes out. That window where you can still get clean water from your tap might only be a few minutes long.
And this is exactly why you have to act fast. Just look at this number. Your bathtub can become a massive emergency reservoir. So drill 3 is a physical one. Time yourselves. See how long it takes to plug that drain and get the water flowing. Assign somebody to start filling up pots, pans, bottles, anything that holds water. Make it a race. This one simple act can secure your family's survival for weeks. It's that big a deal.
Now, if your decision was go, this is your moment. You don't have time to think, just to act. So drill 4 is what we call the 8-minute grab the bag run. Your bag should already be packed, right? With copies of documents, medicine, cash. The drill itself is the key. Set a timer for 8 minutes. Everyone grabs their bag and any last-minute personal items, and they have to be at the door before that alarm goes off. It trains you to leave all the sentimental stuff behind and focus only on what you need to survive.
All right, we've handled decisions and supplies. Now, let's talk about location. Whether you're staying put or getting out of Dodge, you need a pre-planned safe path and a pre-identified safe place. And here's a huge point if you're evacuating. In a real crisis, your phone's GPS will probably fail you. It'll lead you right to the same clogged highways as everybody else, and it's broadcasting your location the whole time. A simple paper map is your best friend. So drill 5 is a family activity. Get a local map, and together, you highlight 3 different escape routes that avoid major roads. Trace them with your fingers until everyone knows those first few turns by heart.
Now, if you're staying, this is drill 6. And it's not about fortifying your entire house, it's just about physics. You want to put as much mass, as many walls as possible between you and the outside. As a family, walk through your home and find this room together. It's almost always a bathroom or a closet on the lowest floor. You officially designate that as the shelter. This way there's no debate or confusion when it really matters.
Okay, we're getting close to the end of that first hour. You're physically secure. The challenge now becomes psychological. It's about managing communication with anyone who might be separated from you, and it's about controlling your own fear.
Just knowing your family is safe. I mean, that's everything, right? So Drill 7 is all about practicing your communication plan. First, agree on one single, specific physical rally point. Second, set your communication windows, let's say 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Then you practice it. Everyone sets an alarm on their phone. When it goes off, you turn your phone on, send that pre-written text like, safe at rally point, okay. And then you immediately turn the phone off to save that precious battery.
And this right here is a brilliant way to handle the final drill, control. The key to controlling fear is giving everyone a job. It replaces that feeling of helplessness with a sense of purpose. Your communications officer is in charge of the radio. The supply officer double-checks the water in the bag. The shelter captain gets everyone to the safe room. You can even make up little stories to explain these roles to your kids, making them the heroes of their own special mission.
Okay, so you've got the 8 drills. But listen, a plan that you only look at once is a plan that is absolutely going to fail. The real key here is to move from a one-time thing to a recurring family practice. And here is a super simple tool to make that happen. A drill tracker. Seriously, print this out, stick it on the fridge. Schedule one drill night a month, and just focus on 1 or 2 of these steps. Check them off as you go. This turns a really scary topic into a routine, manageable family activity. Oh, and set a reminder on your calendar to check batteries and supplies every 6 months. That maintenance is just as important as the drill itself.
And really, that's the ultimate takeaway here. You can have all the best gear in the world, but if you freeze, none of it matters. These drills aren't just about physical tasks. They're about training your brain to keep working under extreme stress. They're about winning that first battle, the one that happens inside your own head.
So the most important thing is just to start. Pick a night, put it on the calendar, and ask yourselves, what's the very first drill we're going to practice together? The 60-second decision, the digital blockout? Honestly, just starting anywhere puts you ahead of 99% of people who are just hoping for the best. Stay ready.